All right, welcome back. So we are going to scrap this VFD drive that I got from a bakery, and it doesn't work anymore. So, my friend network, I was given this, and we're going to tear it down today and see what's inside it. I'm expecting a little bit of aluminum from that heat sink, and we'll see what these kind of circuitry boards look like. But let's just tear into it, okay? Anyway, happy Friday, everyone. We made it through. I don't know about you, but man, I've had a rough week. I'm actually kind of glad we're done. So you'll see that I have been trying to get organized here on my bench. And I'm struggling today because I'm used to things being in piles. So just help me out. There's 4x4 boxes in the way, but we're going to use it to put stuff in. So 3, 2, 1, precious metals. I'm kind of looking forward to our friendly little challenge. I have a bunch of junk, low-grade waste and stuff. I do have some chips that I've been collecting, and we'll settle up. I really appreciate getting in on the challenge. It forces me to organize myself, man. I really appreciate it, dude. I probably aren't going to have such a great yield like you, but we'll see. One can always hope, right? And a shout out to my buddy Empire, man. You're really organized too, man. I need to get my stuff in a row. All right, so let's quit talking and start tearing in the stuff. Oh, the secret little screws there. I don't think that's the right size bit. This one. Oh, it's a plastic tab, that's why. Oh, God. It might be time to break out the hammer. Hammer time. And I don't have my music going on in the background because I get copyright not strikes, but warnings, I guess. I kind of like having the music on in the background. There's little tabs here too. A lot of dust in this thing was never cleaned. So that's going to be the plastic junk pile right there. So we got a few capacitors we knocked off. That'll also go in the junk pile. So off the bat, I got some gold fingers, gold pins. With some more gold pins. It's not too bad. we'll crack these relays open. I suspect they're power coils. And, let's see what we got here. It's hard to say. We'll hold that off. So, some gold pins, some tantalum capacitors. Oh, we got a little gold there. So, it's not too bad off right there. These little relays and some copper coils off the bat, another copper coil transistor. So we'll take a look at that. These are Torx. And it looks like we got some aluminum here. Not much in scrapping. Let me, I gotta pause this for a second to go get some Torx bits. That's pretty sneaky. This holds it down to the heat sink. Let's see if we can get this joker off. Missed one right there. I don't know why they can't keep one size screw. Got security, Torx, Phillips heads. Hopefully that's it. I see some pieces look like they're soldered on to the board. Some type of heat sink. Looks like it's silver plated. We'll take a look at that a little closer, but used to have thermal paste on it. Looks like it's no longer on that, so I suspect this is there's a fan behind here. And we'll get into that next. It's not too bad for being in a bakery. See a lot of dust on it. I was kind of expecting a little bit more. Oh, check that out. No fans, just a transformer. We'll check that for copper in just a second. Small fan. A little bit of dust on it. Put that to the side. Might have to clean up the bench in a couple minutes. Yeah, I see copper. We'll file it down later. Man. Take me out. I didn't see the board. I gotta get needle nose in there. We'll deal with that later. Two copper coils. We'll check on these capacitors and put them in magnetic, non-magnetic, some more gold plated pins, a coil, transistor, and some capacitors. And I'll break these open in just a second. And let's see if they're relays. So just give me a second. We'll divide this up real quick. All right, so we've got the gold-plated pins here. Maybe some gold bond wires in here. A few tantalums. So you can see some gold fingers in there. That's going to have some silver switches in it. But what I'm super excited about are these right here. They're relays, and I should have seen that with the contact picture here. And I know I need to get glasses, so just bear with me. These right here, gold contacts too. That's pretty sweet. So there's 3 sets of gold contacts in this, and that's pretty exciting. A little crystal oscillator, and I'll cut these off with my snips. I was manhandling, and I'll soak this in hydrochloric acid, and then we'll go after it. I don't like to use the heat gun that much, man. The solder fumes and stuff like that, I find it just better to, usually I just cut them off, but I feel like I need to start going after the gold more. And what we're going to do here now is separate these magnetic from non-magnetic. Oh, that's pretty nice. These are going to go into the non-magnetic pile, and we will process that accordingly. I keep the disc capacitors, and these I don't really go after because I know they have aluminum in it. And there's some coils, copper coils in there, a transistor, and then, obviously you have these 2 coils to go after, but this is kind of cool. It's I thought it was copper on the bottom, but it's got that ectoplasm, the heat transfer, the dielectric gel, and we'll see if that's silver or not. We'll, I guess, put that on weak nitric bath and see what happens. But there's a little copper, a little gold, some more gold, and hopefully a little silver right here. And that's not too bad. There's one more copper coil here. So we'll cut these coils up and get a better idea of these. There's really not much going after these. This is all aluminum. I don't typically go after that. We looked at that already. That's an aluminum. And there might be some silver on these diodes, but that stuff's so small. There's a couple of MCCLs that I'll go after, but I'm not really going to spend a lot more time on this tear down. There's some gold right here, and I'll pull that out and we'll put that in our gold pile. But that's not too bad as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I did forget to show you these silver contacts. So that turned out to be pretty nice on one of those box relays. So all in all, that's not too bad. A little copper, a little silver, a little gold. Not too bad for free. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Thanks. Over. All right, let's recap that. All right, so let's recap this. 2 pretty nice transformers with some gold. A little bit of pile of gold there. Those ribbon cable right there has some low-grade gold. There's contacts right there, gold-plated. So there's 3 of those and those white relays that they're on top of. Hopefully that's a little bit of silver. We'll bust those open. I've been separating them magnetic and non-magnetic. So we'll run a sample on those. And there's a little pile of copper also. And over here is a little heat sink that is copper with hopefully some silver on that. I'll clean that ectoplasm off and we'll go into it. But that's not too bad. And, of course, we've got some low-grade boards here with some tantalum capacitors. I'm not going after the aluminum. We'll see how easy they are to get to. I'm not too concerned about that, but I will add them to the pile if I have time. So that's not too bad for a little scrapping today. Man, how could I forget this big pile of cast aluminum here? I'll have to clean that up. But, man, happy scrapping, guys, and have a great weekend. Aluminum, copper, gold, silver. Not too bad.